For families expecting a little one, they can also expect some really great gifts. There's a lot out there these days for parents to be, and for those of us who are planning to shower a new mom and dad. Here with a look at some of the hottest new BPA-free and all-natural baby products is local blogger and founder of Mom's Favorite Stuffs. This is Jody Grundig. It's nice to have you back.
Great to be here.
Now, before we get started talking about some of the items you have here, tell me about Mom's Favorite Stuff.
Sure. As you mentioned, there's so many baby products out there, and new ones come out all the time, and so it's just a way to kind of review products and explain to moms really what's out there. Or even if you're not expecting, you might have a baby shower, you may not know what the latest kind of hottest products are, and so we review those. We also review products for older kids and for moms also. Yeah.
That's terrific. It's nice because you need a resource, you really do,
Definitely.
when you're a mom, because there's a lot of stuff out there that can be very overwhelming. Let's start with some of the items that you brought for us this morning, and tell me about this first one here.
This is a Patemm pad, and this is, if you ever buy a diaper bag, you know the pad is like this big. It's so tiny. And so with the Patemm pad, this is actually 30 inches. It folds up nice and neat, and it opens up just like this. It's got pockets, so you can put diapers in it. You could just grab this and take this with you if you were going out for just like an hour or something.
Sure.
You know, you go to a restaurant, they don't have a changing pad. You don't want to put your baby on the floor.
That's right.
This is the perfect size. We use this with my child. In fact, we got rid of our changing table once he was a toddler and just used this.
Yeah, it's absolutely adorable, and it wraps up really nicely, travels well with you, and there's so many times when you need that when you have a
leave it in the car.
Most definitely. Yep. Okay, great bottles.
These are born-free bottles. These are actually sippy cups. This is actually the first brand that came out with BPA-free bottles.
Okay, and what is that?
BPA is a compound that's found in chemicals, and there have been some studies that show that this chemical actually leaches into the milk or whatever you put in the cup.
Okay.
So there's some studies that say that that's not entirely safe, and so, you know, we obviously, I wanted my kids to be safe, and I switched to these bottles as soon as they came out a while ago. But the great thing is not only are they safe, they actually, they're really long-lasting, and they've got like the low flow, so you don't have to worry about gas, and you know, it definitely helps with your child's
like you
comfort.
said, this is sort of a you can transfer right on into being in a sippy cup and that
right.
kind of thing.
They make bottles. These are the sippy cups.
Yeah.
You can take the handles off.
Yeah.
They're great.
That's terrific. All right, great. Now, I love this concept.
Yeah,
this is great, Jody.
So you've got these bottles, and you know everyone else at daycare has these bottles, and so you want to make sure that yours are identified. These are Mabel's labels. They're actually made in Canada, and you can have them personalized with all different, you know, whatever name. The cool thing is that if your child maybe can't read their name and you want them to be able to identify their product, you can actually pick like a little icon, like there's stars and fish, and put these on the bottles. They do not wash off. I have put these on bottles and washed them, and they don't come off at all.
It's adorable. I also like this idea you put them on their shoes because it helps the folks at the daycare or whatever to know that those belong to that one.
Yeah, you can put
whatever.
these on the shoes, and these can go on like backpacks.
Right.
Yeah,
very cute. And finally, the last product you have today.
This is the Miracle Blanket. I actually got this at Magic Beans, and it's something... Honestly, you need two of these because one of them will be dirty. You need this blanket. This is like the #1 gift I suggest. When you take your baby home from the hospital, they tell you to swaddle the baby, and you get home and you can't figure out how to do that, or your baby breaks the swaddle. This is perfect. You put the baby right in the pocket, and it's got, you can just wrap this right around. Nice and easy, lightweight. It's just a great product.
I love the way you described it. You said it's just like a little burrito. You just wrap them right in there. And it is so important to have them swaddled in the very beginning, especially because they can be fussy if they're not.
Right.
And it is difficult to figure it out. My husband was always so much better at it than I was. I was not.
I was never strong enough. Yeah. But this I could do it.
Yeah,
so.
It's absolutely adorable. We want to let everybody know if you want more information about the products that you've seen here, they're available on Jody's blog. It's momsfavoritestuff.com. So good to see you, like
always.
Great
to see you.
Thanks so much for coming in.